Well, good afternoon. It is time for your farm and ranch news. With me today, Dr. Jude Capper. Now, with Washington State University formerly, but you now just moved on to a new part of your career. Tell me what you're up to, Jude.
I'm consulting and doing some research with the beef industry, mainly looking at carbon footprint, land use and water use, and the improvements we made over time.
All right. Well, Dr. Capper, as we talk about the carbon footprint of beef, I think that there are a lot of common misconceptions out there. And you told me we've made a lot of strides since our fathers and our grandfathers' generations. What have we done?
The beef industry's done some great stuff. We've improved productivity, animal welfare, nutrition, management. We know far better now how to care for all of our cows, and that's improved weight at harvest, that's improved growth rate, and so that's cut our carbon footprint across the board.
And you know, you're based in science, and we tend to all be based in science and agriculture, and it's great to have you doing this research and really having that information out there for folks with the beef checkoff or with anything else. What are some of the numbers that you can give us about how we've improved our carbon footprint?
Sure. So compared to 1977, for example, a pound of beef now has a carbon footprint that's 16% lower. We use 12% less water per pound of beef, we use 9% less fossil fuels per pound of beef, and we use 33% less land, and that one's really crucial.
And then there's always talk about grass-fed beef versus beef that's in the feedlot, and you said there's also differences in those carbon footprints.
Absolutely. There's a place for every system, whether it's local, organic, corn-fed, grass-fed, whatever it could be. But if we generally moved to a less productive type system, then we do use actually more carbon, more land, more water per pound of beef in a grass-fed type system than a corn-fed system. Well,
you've been taking a tour around Montana. You're here for a week long. I know Lauren Chase with the Montana Stock Growers has been your fearless escort, taking pictures along the way, but you're looking at beef production here in Montana and across our region. What have you seen?
Oh, it's been the best trip I've ever had. It's been fabulous. Beautiful cows, beautiful calves, mountains, the best ranches I've ever seen. It's just blown me away. It's been fabulous.
All right. Thank you so much again. That is Dr. Jude Capper, formerly with Washington State University. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And to get more from her, just visit our website at northernag.net. Stay with us. The markets are next.
Moving our economy for 160 years. BNSF, the engine that connects us.
Experience is not shiny and new. It has the knowledge to help, even when things get complicated. It's weathered some storms, but has come out stronger for it. Experience has seen a thing or two in its day, so it's ready for whatever's coming next. First Interstate Bank. That's what experience looks like.
Well, getting into our markets here this week, we have started to see some cash cattle trade develop. The numbers that we're seeing are softer. We're talking $1.50 to $3 softer. We've really seen the cattle markets take a hit here in the last 4 days or so. Spoke with Kevin Good from Cattle Facts earlier today, and he told me that he thinks that the futures markets may have seen their short-term high at some point last week. Getting into that local auction market, we did see at Miles City Livestock Commission, this was yesterday, those first calf heifer pairs, starting to see some tests of those at the local auction markets. And as you can see, strong prices there, a top of $22.50. 3 to 6 year old bred cows topping out at $16.60. Also saw a lot of feeding cows there, $112.50 to $122 for those 2 to 3 year olds. In Peoria today, the cash hogs are up by 50 cents. That's at $57.50 to $59.50. The Iowa-Minnesota lean hog average $3.55 higher at $89.27. Finished lambs, feeder lambs, ewes, all of those numbers coming to us out of Fort Collins. This was last week on Thursday, so about a week old here. But steady numbers for the lambs, a little bit lower for the feeder lambs, steady numbers for finished lambs, and then those ewes 3 to 5 softer. Looking towards our local cash grain prices, I will tell you that the futures markets do continue to take a hit here today. Just before coming on set, we saw Kansas City winter wheat for May down by 12.5 at 685.5. But those local cash grain prices, that 12% protein winter wheat with the top of 713 and the 14% spring wheat with the top of 921. That is a look at your market.